Good afternoon guys, Sawadee Krap from Thailand. I'm Sanjay. Currently, I'm living in Pattaya from last 11 to 12 years. So let me update you. Recently, I'm getting a lot of questions from India and my fellow Indian friends that why Indians cannot fly to Thailand. Please try to understand one real simple concept, which is a air bubble agreement. Air bubble agreement is a travel corridor, which is a bilateral agreement between two countries where they allow to operate certain number of flights with certain rules and regulations due to COVID pandemic. Normal flights have been suspended. Repatriation flights are still on. A lot of Indians are traveling back to Thailand to their home country through this repatriation flight. India hasn't signed the air bubble agreement with several nations. They have signed air bubble agreement with a lot of other countries, which I am gonna name it, which I have noted down on my piece of paper. So let me explain you. They have signed the air bubble agreement with USA, UK, France, Germany, Canada, the Maldives, UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Nigeria, Iraq, Afghanistan, Japan, and some other more nations. This special flights which are called under air bubble agreement is different from repatriation flights. India is still negotiating with a lot of other countries, and most of them are like 13 countries to sign up the air bubble agreement. Let me name it, those 13 countries that India is negotiating with them. They are Italy, New Zealand, Australia, Israel, Kenya, Philippines, Russia, South Korea, Singapore, and your favorite, Thailand. Yes, they are still negotiating with Thailand to sign up the air bubble agreement. So please understand, air bubble agreement is a temporary arrangement between two countries due to COVID pandemic where normal flights suffered. Let me explain you again. Air bubble is a travel corridor between the two countries who have agreed to open their border for each other with certain rules and regulations with travel restrictions, because still they have to consider the COVID pandemic, which is not cured, which is not finished yet. So let's hope for the best. Let me explain you further that air bubble agreement, it's not signed up. We are really having a high hopes that Indian government signs up the air bubble agreement with Thailand as soon as possible, because we are also waiting for Indians tourists to come down to Pattaya and make this city Pattaya happening as it used to be in 2019. But let's see what happens next. But I'm not seeing any mass tourism coming up this year or next year. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take a while to start up the normal mass tourism, because Thailand is planning to shift from mass tourism to niche tourism. So if the Indian corporates are planning to have a big group, for example 3,000 people or 5,000, I really doubt it's gonna operate any sooner or later in 2022. Let's see, after June 2022 they will allow bigger size groups. Yes, so stay tuned, stay blessed. Let's hope for the best. Sawadee Krap.